And when I talk about section wise, if you see, VRC felt very comfortable doing, felt very good to read. There were no, it doesn't take much of your time, but probably your attempt rate could go a bit low for the people who usually attempt, let's say, 22 questions or 24 questions in their usual mocks. But having said that, the questions were framed in such a way, if you have a good grasp on the comprehension, then the questions were pretty much doable. Though the options were a bit lengthier, the questions were also lengthier in RC, so it might or it will take some time to read those, but eventually the paper felt very comfortable with VARC. So when it comes to DILR, this is something very, very, I would say, nasty, or I would say this is like unexpected. The questions are in such a way that, so there's a usual trend. There are no pattern changes as mentioned with slot 1 candidates. The same thing, 22 questions. But the point is that out of which there are 3 4 question sets and 2 5 question sets. Some usually we have a tendency to go with the DI chats first, while immediately you see them, you feel them. Okay, these are the most easiest it would be. Even you would go to attempt them. But point is that this paper was like extremely high. I would say that this paper went like, let's say, even the DI chat seems to be easy, but once you enter the question and start solving, the things are getting pretty much difficult. The cases, the four set, the one set is on the four set Venn diagram, the other is on the values. That is also not straightforward. None of the sets are straightforward to the best of my understanding, because having said that, I was able to see only 2 to 3 sets in the given time. I was able to solve 2 sets, but any attempt equal like around 8 to 9 questions would be extremely good, I would say, because that might be a 99 percentile. I'm not expecting about 25 marks or 24 marks to be 99 percentile in DILR this year. And when it comes to that, please try to understand the set selection played a very major role in DILR. Please don't carry away with the chats or DHs, because I did that and I felt those are pretty difficult in my paper. So probably take a wise call, see if it works for you, and it's all about set selection, I would say. When it comes to quants are also on a moderate to difficult side. I can't say it's entirely difficult, but it's a moderate to difficult side, because the way they frame questions are a bit different this year. The arithmetic questions, or be it they have good amount of geometry questions as well, algebra. The composition more or less is the same like previous years, but I would say the attempt rate or the calculations, especially the lengthier calculations, there is no big logics into it, but writing the equations were not given in a simpler way where you can get your answers faster. They were given in a very nasty way. So the point is that it is taking a bit time to solve them, so attempt rates would go down. I would say in quants, if someone with 100% accuracy, if someone is able to attempt, let's say, 15 questions properly, 15 out of 22, that makes their score 45 raw score. That would be pretty good score this year, I would feel. Or let's say they have done a good attempt. Let's say the good attempt is somewhere around 12 to 13 questions. So the point is that it's fairly, I won't say impossible. Probably some people might do it, but I would say fairly impossible to see a number like 60 even at 100 percentile. And in raw score, they might do the scaling. That's a different story. But quants was in this way. If you ask me overall, the overall I would say is VRC was pretty easy or pretty doable, let's say. Having said that, the number of attempt questions might go down, but there are no big tricky options as such. It felt very smooth to do the VRC part. When it comes to DLR, that's gonna be very hectic. That's gonna eat up all your brain for sure. So overall difficulty, if I have to talk about, I would say it is on a moderate or a bit above only. Moderate also not. It's a difficult paper. I should not be, it will be very early to say this, but definitely far difficult than 23 paper. In overall terms, I'm saying, especially DLR went very, very different this year. So this is what I feel. DLR, be careful, guys, especially in DLR section. I'm pretty sure that many people might do well in VRC and quant in this paper, but DLR is going to be a game changer. Please be pretty careful, I would say. And all the best for your slot 3. Give your best attempt. Let's see what's going to happen. All the best.